Hey guys, I've spent the day chilling out in the office. I've got a couple of little projects going on. One of them is I've been working on a lot of website stuff. Basically, where I've been out of the kind of the web design stuff and the web development game for probably about 2 years now. I'm just catching up with things. So jQuery's changed a lot. ASP.NET, I'm just getting back into the groove with that. Playing with some cool stuff, making what I hope will one day be like a Facebook game. I don't know if I've ever really talked about it on video, but my degree was actually software engineering for entertainment systems, and most of that was like games programming. I think I've done a few videos on Unity, haven't I? Anyway, so one of the projects I've had going on for ages, and now that I have all of this free time, that I'm working on is getting that Facebook game better, getting it done rather. Yeah. Anyway, the other thing I've been working on today, which we're going to have a look at now, is I've been about 8 months ago. I boxed up my RepRap. I have a RepRap Huxley, and I made a load of parts for it, but to upgrade it to be a dual print head. And I made those parts, and the guys at the uni were really good to let me borrow the laser cutter for the afternoon. So I've done all that upgrading, and the other thing I did was really weird actually. It's now running on lead screws, which are 8mm per rotation, and they are like the steepest lead screws you can get, and it might be a really terrible idea. My reasoning for that was I was originally going to have a Dremel with a flex shaft on there. And basically have like a clip-in, clip-out attachment for that. What I ended up doing actually was getting a micro mill, like a desktop micro mill, for milling out circuit boards and stuff, and doing very small bits of engraving and like aluminium milling. So yeah, basically I got the mill, and then I've ended up with a kind of a half-built upgrade of the Huxley with lead screws instead of belts. Anyway, so let's have a look at what I've been doing today. Here's the new front. Here's the new hot end, which just will not focus. There we go. So basically, I've got the original fan from the Huxley, and then I've got two brought-in J heads. I think they're called J heads, aren't they? And then I've got a bit of aluminium that I basically have bent up and round. And originally, in here there was this bit that held the original print head, which or the original hot end, and I'm just trying to find out where I've put it. Here we go. So that was the original hot end. It's basically a bit of fire cement with nitrone wire, and look at that, that's horrible, isn't it? And basically that slotted into that little plastic bit I just showed you, like so. I'm almost about to run out of camera battery actually. So yeah, throw it away, don't want it anymore. And so I've got these pair of print heads here. I've got 0.5mm and 0.25mm nozzles for these. I think at the moment they're both, one of them's fitted up with 0.5 and one of them's fitted up with 0.25. I've just mucked around getting all that level. My aluminium fabricating by hand is not very good, hence why I've got a big CNC machine fetish. So yeah, I basically bent that up out of an old sign. And the other thing that I've made just now is this bracket here to hold the limit switch, so that when this comes along, there it goes, bloop, there, it basically hits against this bit. This whole thing is horrible, look at that. So as long as, I think it should be good enough to print a better part. If not, I'll probably design it. If I can't print it, I'll print it on Shapeways and then install it. Shapeways is a 3D printing bureau online, and they're really nice and cheap. So basically, yeah, the fan is currently not wired into anything. That's going to blow air down, cool down these. These are going to be heated, so they're going to heat up to compensate for any cooling. It'll cool down this to basically keep everything in the plastic in the drum here cool. And then it will also blow cool air over the surface being printed. The reason I've got the two print heads is one of them is going to print PLA and one of them is going to print ABS. And then what I'm going to have is, or what I already do have somewhere, is a vibrating tank that will vibrate, and if you fill it with caustic soda, you put the part in, ABS wrapped in PLA support. It drops in, and you can dissolve the PLA away by basically rumbling it in ABS. So you have a quick look at my desk is a total mess at the moment. So yeah, basically these bits here are laser cut to my own design out of 9mm MDF. I originally actually cut it on my micro mill out of plywood, and that warped all over the place, whereas this has been really stable. The sides, you can kind of see on the side profile here, there's this cutout. Originally the idea was there was going to be lids to go in the front and the back to have almost like a box lid, and then the whole thing would be enclosed, because what I wanted to do was do an enclosed build area to print ABS much better. Anyway, so this has been one of my projects. I've had this thing for about 2 years, almost 3 years now. And about 8 months ago it went into a box because there was no room in my apartment for it, and I didn't. While I had like loads of little projects for it, I didn't have any time to maintain it. Yeah, so that's that. I've been chipping away at this for like a couple of minutes or a couple of hours every day. Yeah, so I'll probably do some more updates on this, and hopefully we'll get it printing again. Okay guys, thanks for watching. This is the video update for day 36. I've got some more rocket mass heater video that I've edited up from our first burnout. We actually did that over 2 days, and I got 2 days worth of footage for that. We got it working really well, and all the material that I need to recast both parts have arrived this morning. So that's my weekend project. I want to build a new form. I'll have to go down the shop and get some more material. Build a new formwork for it. Having learnt a few things previously, particularly with the fact ramming the concrete in, actually I really underestimated how much pressure that would put on the inside of the form. So the 5mm MDF that I used was 6mm, was completely useless on the outside. So probably what I'll do is I'll reinforce that with some batten rather than go out and get some heavier stuff. But for the inside, I'm going to get some much heavier MDF, and I'm going to join it together much better. So rather than just duct taping together, I'm actually going to screw some reinforcement blocks in there. Before I cast it, what I did with the first one was that it started crushing the inner form, so I actually pushed some blocks in there. Yeah, so we're going to get that done. I've got much better concrete, high temperature furnace concrete. I've got perlite instead of vermiculite, or I'll probably mix in some vermiculite anyway, just because I have stuff to get rid of. And yeah, and so stay tuned for that. I'll try and get this video uploaded tonight, and then I'll get the second half of the rocket mass heater video uploaded, and I'll try to upload that overnight. Get the second half of that edited, which isn't edited at the moment, and then I'll get it uploaded. Awesome, thanks very much for watching. I'm Lars, and this is day 36 of the Year of Food. Cheers guys, rock on.